Our channel is 100% dedicated to stories like this, bringing you valuable information that the mainstream media hides from you. Please, so you don't miss videos like this, subscribe to the channel and give us your like. It helps our work a lot. For thousands of years, the pyramids of Egypt have embodied human wonder, curiosity, and endless speculation. We have been told again and again that these monumental structures are tombs, final resting places for ambitious pharaohs who ruled the Nile and sought immortality in stone. But what if this is only the surface story? What if the pyramids are more than tombs? What if they are messages, encoded and left behind by beings from a distant place in the universe, waiting for us to be wise enough to decode their meaning? Tonight, I want to guide you on a journey through time, space, and the boundaries of human knowledge to explore the tantalizing theory. The pyramids as messages from outer space. When we look at the Great Pyramid of Giza, the oldest and only surviving wonder of the ancient world, its technical perfection is still unmatched. It's weighing nearly 6 million tons and made from over 2 million blocks of limestone and granite. The pyramid rises almost 480 feet above the sands. But its true mystery isn't just its size, but the perfection of its construction. The base is level within a fraction of an inch. The sides are nearly a perfect square, and the angles of the corners are almost mathematically ideal. Even more confounding, the Great Pyramid's sides are aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal points north, south, east, and west. How could ancient builders have achieved such accuracy using only copper tools, ropes, and manpower? Some mainstream Egyptologists insist this was due to rudimentary but careful measurements with sighting poles and primitive geometry. But when you examine the pyramids with the eyes of those who question the official story, the details stop adding up. The stones, some of which weigh more than 50 tons, are so tightly joined that it's impossible to fit a razor blade. Between them, ancient Greek historians like Herodotus and Diodorus Siculus wondered how such construction was even possible. Today, leading engineers say that duplicating the feat with modern equipment would be a challenge, perhaps bordering on the impossible. Then there is the sharp mathematical knowledge embedded in the pyramid's design. The ratio of the Great Pyramid's perimeter to its height is, with stunning precision, equal to the mathematical value of 2, the ratio necessary to calculate a circle. No ancient document explains how the builders could have possessed such knowledge of pi, or why they would encode it in a monument supposedly meant for a deceased king. Some researchers even point to relationships in the pyramid's dimensions that match planetary constants or the speed of light. Are we dealing with pure coincidence, or is this the calling card of something more than human ingenuity? For those who suspect a cosmic origin, the mysteries don't stop at mathematics. The placement of the pyramids relative to the stars is uncanny. The three main pyramids of Giza, archaeologists admit, are aligned with the stars of Orion's belt, not just visually, but with precise angular and spatial relationships, in other words, when mapped from above. The three pyramids form the same pattern as the three stars that form Orion's waist, as seen in Egyptian skies around 10,500 BC. Why encode an astronomical pattern in a tomb? Why Orion, and why did so many ancient cultures around the world focus on this same constellation? Strange as it seems, this is not just an Egyptian puzzle. Across the globe, ancient structures echo the basic pyramid form, each with peculiar local flourishes but built with incredible mathematical, astronomical, and engineering similarity. From the stepped pyramids of Mesoamerica to hidden complexes in China, two recently discovered mounds in Bosnia, alternative theorists see an intentional pattern. How could stonemasons in Egypt, Peru, Cambodia, and China, separated by oceans, cultures, and centuries end up building such similar monuments? One possible answer: they all received shared knowledge or a message from the same advanced source. For ancient astronaut theorists, the answer lies in the sky. Maybe the gods worshipped by ancient people were visitors from another star system. Maybe the beings who taught agriculture, astronomy, and architecture were not legendary pharaohs, but teachers from beyond Earth. The pyramids could have been their lessons, and at the same time their messages, codes left in stone, awaiting a future civilization clever and united enough to understand. Let's move deeper into the specifics. Inside the Great Pyramid, official tours lead mostly through passageways cut in the 9th and 19th centuries. But within the original architecture, The passages crisscross, rise, and fall at strange angles, often forbidden to modern visitors. What are called air shafts align with specific stars, including Sirius, Orion, and Alpha Draconis alignment that matches the skies of several thousand years ago, not today. If these shafts were purely symbolic, why aim for scientific precision? What's the true purpose of the pyramid, to send a message or signal toward these stars, or to receive one? In the king's chamber, resonance experts were startled to find that sound waves vibrate at special frequencies, filling the space with an energy far greater than expected. The granite blocks are rich in quartz crystals, piezoelectric material capable of transmitting electrical energy. Was this an ancient attempt to build not a tomb but a resonator, a signal amplifier, or even a receiver? Could their knowledge of quartz be a sign of technology lost or technology gifted by visitors? Now ask yourself, if you wanted to send a message across time, something to last tens of thousands of years, would you use paper, screens, or metal? All these decay and vanish. Only stone persists, especially stone built with mathematical intent and placed at the heart of a civilization. The detail, durability, and positioning of the pyramids suggest more than just practical or spiritual purpose. They suggest memory locked into the planet, available long after all else vanishes. And what of the mysterious voids uncovered by muon tomography, a new technique that uses cosmic rays to peer inside the heart of the pyramids? In 2017, scientists announced the detection of a massive, unknown chamber above the Grand Gallery. Traditional archaeologists say this was just a structural feature, but others believe it's a hidden hall or vault of secrets, sealed to keep knowledge from the uninitiated or to await the right time for revelation. Let's turn to the ancient legends. Egyptian texts repeatedly mention the gods who came from the stars Isis, Osiris, Thoth, and others, who taught writing, building, and cosmic law. In Sumerian lore, the Anunnaki were those who came from the heavens to earth, famous for creating sky-facing monuments and megaliths. Across Africa, Asia, and the Americas, native legends describe star people who arrived, built, taught, and then departed, promising to one day return. The message theory picks up on these myths and says, the pyramids are not resting places, but markers, cosmic signposts, or beacons meant to draw attention, signal location, or encode a warning. Some have gone further, examining the pyramid's geometry to find hidden maps, frequencies, or even star charts encrypted in the layout of chambers and stones. But if these are messages, what do they say? Some theorists posit that the layout is a universal Rosetta Stone, a way to unlock language using math, geometry, and astronomy. Others think the message is a warning, a historical record of catastrophe, such as the Great Flood, and instructions on how to rebuild civilization. Perhaps most provocatively, some believe the pyramids point to a period or event in the distant future, a kind of time capsule signaling when humanity is finally ready for contact or revelation. Let's not ignore the strangeness that continues to swirl around the Giza Plateau today. Witnesses, including tourists, guards, and even some archaeologists, have repeatedly reported seeing strange lights, unexplained electromagnetic anomalies, and even fleeting, shadowy figures moving around the base of the pyramids at night. Cameras malfunction, timepieces stop, and people experience missing time episodes or powerful feelings of euphoria or dread. Are these just modern myths, or are they signs that the pyramids are still active, still broadcasting an ancient signal? Now, consider the patterns in global pyramid building. In Mesoamerica, the Maya and Aztec constructed step pyramids that encode calendar cycles still accurate today. The Pyramid of the Sun, for example, is precisely aligned with astronomical events and covered in mica mineral with electrical properties not found locally. China, enormous pyramidal mounds. The landscape forbidden to visitors and officially denied for decades. Many align with cardinal points or astronomical targets, and some contain metallic spheres or magnetized stones. Alternative historians argue that if you map the world's largest pyramids and megaliths, you find mathematically precise global patterns, even fault lines or energy grids encircling the planet. Are these ley lines, circuits of energy, or perhaps the physical infrastructure of a long-lost planet-wide communication network, one of which the Giza pyramids are the crown jewels? Mainstream scholars scoff at these ideas, emphasizing the lack of hard proof for alien contact or high technology in ancient times. Yet the more we discover about the pyramids, their complexity, their perfection, their relation to the greater cosmos, the more questions we find. Even Egyptians themselves, thousands of years after the Great Pyramid was built, referred to it as a leftover from a first time, or Zep Tepe, a lost era when gods walked the earth. Is it possible that the pyramids are messages not just for humanity, but also for travelers passing by our solar system? Could they be, as some theorists believe, sort of calling card, or even a warning? An intelligent species emerged here, learned the rules of the cosmos, struggled with disaster, encoded its memory in stone. Pay heed, friend or stranger, and learn from our fate. To further examine this, let's consider the suppression of alternative ideas. Why do major universities and museums so aggressively silence those who pursue pyramid as message theories? Critics claim there is a vast conspiracy to keep humanity in the dark, arguing that true knowledge of our cosmic origins would uproot religion, politics, and power structures overnight. If the pyramids are markers handed down by beings from beyond the stars, then every story in our history change is then the human race must finally admit it is not alone. The pushback is fierce, yet the evidence keeps mounting. Advances in resonance scanning, X-ray mapping, and satellite photography reveal new anomalies each year: chambers, tunnels, voids, geometric coincidences, and hidden inscriptions never before seen or recorded. No tomb has yet been found in the Great Pyramid. No pharaoh was ever laid to rest within its walls. Why build something so eternal, so perfect, just to mark an empty grave? Now picture this. If we decoded the pyramid's true message, if we finally understood its purpose, what would that mean for humanity? Would we discover instructions, coordinates, or open a new chapter in our relationship with the wider universe? Would the next visitors from the stars recognize the signal, land, and finally share knowledge now locked in stone? Or would humanity itself awaken to new beginnings, rejecting the chains of accepted history for a destiny among the stars? The greatest secrets are always hidden in plain sight. Every sunset that touches the pyramid's ancient edges is a reminder. The answer has always been waiting. The message is there. It's up to us, here and now, to listen, understand, and perhaps reply. Our channel is 100% dedicated to stories like this, bringing you valuable information that the mainstream media hides from you. Please, so you don't miss videos like this, subscribe to the channel and give us your like. It helps our work a lot.